Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sonic Spectrum. If you're new here, I'm Chris, and today we're diving into one of my favorite little powerhouses. Can you guess? The QSC CP8 speaker. Now, I've actually owned these speakers back in late 2018 for about 2 years, before the world went a little sideways. I use them for private parties, small banquet gigs, even at home practice when I wanted to annoy the neighbors. First things first, let's talk about features because QSC really packed a punch in this small little box. The CP8 is an 8-inch powered speaker with 1,000 watts of peak power. Now, I know 1,000 watts sounds super impressive, but let's be honest, watts are mostly marketing hype these days. What you really want to look at is the SPL, sound pressure level, and the CP8 has an SPL rating of 124 dB. That tells you exactly how loud a speaker gets, better measurement. The 124 dB is seriously loud for a speaker this size. Loud enough to run small parties, small banquet halls, and still sounds clean without blowing people's hair pieces off. And despite all that volume, it's crazy lightweight too. Only 21 pounds. Seriously, you could carry two of these at once and still have a free hand for a coffee or donut in your coffee if you're feeling adventurous. So in the beginning of 2020, I was hired to do a Greek night where I brought a pair of CP8s in a room with about 75 people. Again, small, medium-sized pavilion. And we did a Greek night. I sang live to pre-recorded Greek music, and it was great. It filled the room. Again, my music isn't very bass heavy, but the bass coming out of these little 8-inch powerhouses was more than enough. Take a look at the screen. I got a couple pictures from that event. So yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with one of the events I did with these. To my ears, they sound fantastic, and people were very happy with the sound. And it's not just me loving on these speakers. The QSC CP8 has an average Google review of 4.9 stars out of 5, based on 150 reviews. That's almost perfect. QSC has a huge reputation for making rock solid gear, and these definitely live up to it. All right, let's hit the pros and cons real quick because nothing is perfect. Pros: super lightweight, easy to carry, compact size, fits almost anywhere, loud and clear, especially for small to medium gigs, excellent clarity, especially for vocals and acoustic setups, amazing value, $549 US or $749 Canadian, comes with a 6-year warranty with registration. That's longer than most gym memberships last. Cons: it can sound a little bright on certain songs, especially at higher volumes. You'll want to do a little EQing, especially cutting bit around that 3 to 5 kilohertz, to smooth things out nicely. But honestly, a pair of these with a decent mixer and a little know-how, you can make these sound fantastic. No sweat. This speaker seems to be in the middle ground of pro audio, and what I mean by that is between like a Behringer Alto on the low end, but less high end than a QSC 8.2 or Yamaha DXR8 Mark II. And that price also reflects that middle ground. At the end of the day, I would recommend the QSC CP8. Absolutely. It's lightweight, loud, reliable, and priced right. Perfect for DJs, solo performers, mobile setups, even small bands. If you want to add a sub, recommend it. Looking for a solid powered speaker without breaking the bank. And that 6-year warranty? Ooh, cherry on top. If you like this review, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below if you have any questions or have you been using the CP8 yourself? I'd love to hear your experience and what you think. Until next time, keep the good vibes loud and clear.